Hi, my name is Leslie. I am a servant of God. I'm one of 20,000. I have always tried to just better myself, always trying to be better, you know, trying to come out of the hole in the ground and then swim through the swamp to raise myself up, get on dry land, get into a good place, a paradise, kind of, just trying to get better and better and better, be that loving, kind, generous, charitable person, lifting each other up and trying to lift myself up while I'm being beaten down by the world. And then one day out of the blue, it's just like Paul said, I was taken up. I don't know if I was in my body or out of my body, but I was taken up into heaven, into the presence of the Holy One, the source, God, the higher power, Him who loves, you know, and then Jesus is standing right in front of me. I'm looking at him going, okay, I'm here. You know, am I dead? Am I alive? What am I? And he paces back and forth in front of me, and he looks at me, and then, looks away, and then looks at me, and looks away, and then he looks right at my heart, and he stops, and he goes, I find you not wanting, you know. At the same time, God is right there. If you read the Bible, all judgment was given to Jesus. In other words, God's just like, my son's going to handle it, But God was there, and Jesus was, and I didn't know that I was being judged, you know. And he says, I find you not wanting. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means. And then, in that instant, I was taken over and I was shown time. And I was given eternal life and, power over time. I was, it was crazy. And then I was given my gifts and my crown. And then, bam, I was taken over to right next to the temple, the holy place, as the Israelis call the temple, the holy place where God resides. And I was right next door, and I was transformed. And I saw things. I was looking into heaven while they were doing, you know, people were doing what they were doing in heaven, and I was like, okay, and I was transformed, and I was given my powers and all that, and then over time, my powers, they were given to me. I just didn't know how to use them. You know, they did not give me an instruction book. You know, I don't know if you ever saw that show, that series, The American Hero. He was given this suit and he lost the instructions. So he had to figure it all out. Same thing. So I started experimenting with what powers do I have? And I found out that I have, all kinds of power, great, you know, shocking powers that you can't even imagine. And it's not here in the third dimension. Some are, but most of my power is in the higher dimensional realm, you know, which affects the lower dimensional realms. In other words, what is above is below, and what is below is above, when Christ talks about that, you know, and and that's so true. It's just crazy true. Once you, I told you how to get this power, how to begin with it, with the pillar of light coming down into your heart. That light fill your body up to overflowing, and then project it onto other people. Just the light of love, and compassion, unconditional love and compassion. It flows in you and then give it out of you, the excess. And then, so, I'm losing track of the purpose of this video was to help you to understand this transformation that we're going through, this vibration, this love, this. You got to take time out of your day as much as possible. 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Turn the damn TV off. Take 10 minutes or 30 minutes and just calm yourself. Calm your mind, Look, just meditate. And everybody's, meditate and clear your mind. And I'm like, that doesn't work for me. Not at all. But if I meditate and look into the universe, like just picture myself halfway between the earth and the moon, look back at the earth and how beautiful it is, and why can't we all get along? We all think, everybody on earth thinks about the same way. We all want to just get along and love. It's our governments that are causing hate and discontent between us. That's all. It's just that simple. I want to come and have food with you, eat and hang out with you, in a loving, kind, generous, charitable way. Just a loving, kind way. Unconditional love. Just find common things that we like with each other, in any country. The only thing that our barrier is our language. But I found, looking at our languages, that we all love and we all want to be loved and we all want to get along. It's our governments that are causing this insurrection, this crap. It's not us. It's the government. It's the people that are leaders. So, I guess that's all I got to say. I'm talking too much. So, God be with you. Peace and grace be with you. And I encourage you to have that Jesus Christ mentality. Be like Jesus Christ. Read his words. Understand who he is and who he was and who he is. He still is. He's the greatest guy you'd ever meet. No matter what language you speak, no matter what country you're in. So peace, grace, love, unconditional love be with you.